Hello everybody, back with another video after a pretty long break for me, but it does get you down a bit making videos about what's going on in the world at the moment, but I'm not going to talk about that so much, but more about the death of the Prince of Darkness, as I've called this creature in this video. So Prince Philip has died aged 99. Now, I don't believe 9 is a code. I think it's a 6 that's been flipped 180 degrees. So if you see a 9 code, I believe it's a 6 code. So 99 by 180 is 66. So we've got a little bit of 6 code in there, and we've got even more when we look at the details of the date that he died on. He died on the 9th of April 2021, so 9 plus 4 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1, ignore the 0, gives us 18 for 3 6s for 666. The day of his death was the same as his age, so it was day 99 of 2021. 99, flip it 180 is 66, and the days remaining were 266, so we've got 2 6s and another 6 for 666. It was also in week 14 for 2 7s for 77, just like PP for Prince Philip, 16 for a 7 and 16 for a 7. Now, when you plug in his birth date and his death date, it gives us 99 years, 9 months and 30 days. So we have a 999 there for 666. And if we look at the number of months, it's 1197. So we've got 119 for 911 for 66. And we've also got a 7 and a 3 for 7 by 3 for 777. So plenty of code in that their death. Now this is about Westminster Abbey's bells. So a tenor bell was tolled once every 60 seconds at 1800, and it rang out 99 times. So we've got a 6, we've got 3 6s, which equals 18 for 666, and we've got another 6 and this is talking about how long the Queen and Prince Philip were married, and they were married for 73 years for 3 7s for 777. Now, allegedly, Prince Philip said he'd like to come back as a deadly virus to help with population control. And this was said 33 years ago. Now, I can't find any video clip of him saying that, so I'm saying he allegedly said it. But I have found some video clips of his views on overpopulation and population explosion. So let's play a couple of clips and have a look.
What do you think are the most serious issues faced by conservationists and World Wildlife Fund over the next 20 years or so?
95% of the whole of the Atlantic rainforest in Brazil has disappeared in the last 100 years. There is simply nowhere for these animals to live. At the basis of it all is this colossal increase in the human population. It's one of the living species of the planet, but it's reaching plague proportions.
What do you see as the biggest challenges in conservation?
The growing human population. Because where we are, there's nothing else.
And do you have views about what should be done about that?
Can't you guess?
Well, it could be on a spectrum from mass sterilisation to greater availability of contraception. I don't know what your views are as to what can be done about it.
Well, I think it might be described as voluntary family limitation.
Much later. And the idea behind that was?
It seemed to me that most religions attributed the world to some special creation. And I said, well, look, if you believe that God created the world, you ought to take an interest in its well-being.
I was interested in reading that because at some points, some religious teaching would sort of conflict with what some of the needs of conservation are. I'm thinking about, the arguments which lead to population explosion and all that.
Well, no, the consequences of population explosion is what matters.
How did they get around that?
Well, we didn't. you can generalize about that. You quite obviously didn't confront them about that because it's not a direct issue as far as conservation is concerned. Well, I think it's a direct issue for the future of the globe, I think.
So he probably did say that, didn't he? Looking at those videos, he obviously had looked at the human population as a plague destroying the globe, as he says. So let's move on. So if he did come back as SARS-CoV-2 PP variant for Prince Philip, it probably looks something like this, which is probably as real as most of the images you see of the so-called coronavirus these days. So CGI rubbish. So Prince Philip's funeral service was held yesterday on April the 17th. So there's a 17 and a 4 for the 4th month, for 21, for 3 sevens, for 777. Now, Prince Philip was 1921 to 2021. So if you add all those numbers up, it comes to 18 for 3 sixes for 666. If you add these 2 years up, you get 3942. So 399 is a 6 for 666, 3 sixes. And you've got 42 for 6 times 6 plus 6 for 666. So this guy is very heavily, or was, depending on whether you think he's dead or not, he's a 666 person. And this is just part of the funeral. You can clearly see masses of Masonic checkerboard floor, and you've got, of course, the purple for royalty and richness. So some Freemasonic ceremony going on here. And just to finish off the video, I'll play a little video clip of his son Prince Charles paying tribute to his father, and just watch the weird kind of smiley sneer at the end of this video.
And my dear papa was a very special person who, I think above all else, would have been amazed by the reaction and the touching things that have been said about him. And from that point of view, we are, my family, deeply grateful for all that. It will sustain us in this particular loss and at this particularly sad time. Thank you.
Very creepy indeed. So thank you for watching, thank you for listening, and goodbye.